Get it, bro. Oh, hello.
What the hell? That wasn't even the right one. I love turtles.
That intro is cool.
That is actually how I lost my fingers.
The only thing that's not cool in that video is the t-shirt. But yeah.
Have to bring up the Philadelphia Eagles. Cowboys, man. I'll be right back, fam. Before we get started, I need a drink.
Need to drink what?
Actually, I will take y'all with me.
Oh, yes.
But welcome back to Adventure with Nubs. And as y'all can tell, I got Dom and I
Show me your
got
pisser.
Hunting with Hodge, and of course I got the sexy, my hubby, Donnie, Double D Paranormal.
And of course, at the start of every stream, you have to
I had to get my Coke.
pop a top.
You know, I gotta get my Coke to energize, guys. Coca-Cola.
What Coke?
Dr. Pepper, yo. I'm with Dom.
I mean, I like Dr. Pepper. That's my other drink.
Dom,
This-
that's Dr.
No, this is the bomb.
DP is the GOAT.
What is up, Sonny? Welcome back.
Don't get some marks.
If y'all missed my Canadian Urban Legend stream, go check it out. It was me,
Pop a
Dom, Josh, and Dakota. Pop a top again.
Who's that? Who's Josh?
Hunting with Hodge.
Ah, nerd.
The sexy guy under me. That I can teabag, but we're not going to do that. Anyway. How has everybody been this week? I've
Horrible.
been busy babysitting and working at the stockyard, and it's been a long week. I'm glad to be back and live. Excited about tomorrow's stream with Joshy Washy over here.
That's me.
Excuse me. Second Star Survival will be back. I think he's having internet issues. And Taryn T, I'm waiting on my sister Taryn T to show up. But as y'all can tell, I got the 3 sexiest guys I could think of to join me on panel tonight. Like,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I don't know many people,
I'll go down to leave the place to, I don't know who's gonna take my place, but yeah.
And if I can make it to Vegas this year, me and Double D are getting married. We already got it set, and Kayla's gonna be my best man. So, because I mean, I'm the man.
I misread Beth's comment. I thought it said Poppy.
I'm the man of the relationship, of course. Like that's what Donnie calls me, Poppy. Like,
Hold on now.
Whoa. What's happening here?
This could be 2 men in this one then.
but Josh, I am on video 12 of 37 of the playlist.
37. Jesus.
Well, it's all your videos, and then I got all your live streams on one. So
Appreciate it, Nubs.
yeah, I'm trying to help Josh with his watch
This
hour.
is why I give you that good.
Yeah, he gave me that good, and I'm not talking about green either. But I did have a premiere today. It was my Sunday vlog. So if y'all haven't checked that out, check that out because I did miss last week's. I'm going to record my Sunday vlog tomorrow for next week. because I usually record my Sunday vlogs on Monday afternoons, just so I can have them up. Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm extremely busy. Like, so I'm just trying to catch up on stuff and trying to get as much live streams as I can in. And tomorrow, I'm excited about this live stream with Josh. Like, it's gonna be fun. And me and Josh are gonna have merch out. It's gonna be the Virginia Viper and the Maryland Goose. Like
The Maryland Goose. The Maryland Goose. Nah, you need something that rhymes with, or not rhymes, but starts with an M. The Maryland.
All right, the Maryland Monkey and the Virginia Viper. There we go.
See, there's actually like vipers though in Virginia. There's no monkeys here.
You don't know that, and there's no Viper here. And well, I mean,
The Viper family, not like not like full. You know.
And then we got we got the Virginia Viper
and the Maryland muskrat.
The Maryland muskrat, and then we got the Florida flamingo and the Canadian cougar.
Oh.
and then
Hold
we're gonna have the Texas
tickler.
The Texas Tasmanian devil.
That's the Texas tickler. We're just gonna go with that.
And then we're gonna have Taryn T is gonna be the Californian camel.
Conch shells.
Oh.
Camel.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to come up with names on the top of my head. I don't know, but I did like the Maryland Goose. I just wish Goose had an M in it. The Maryland Goose.
Not that those are in Maryland, but okay.
It don't matter.
The Maryland Moose.
I like that. The Maryland Moose, the Virginia
Give
Viper.
Josh a cookie.
Tomorrow
Tommy amongst the tombstone says beer. Beer.
Tommy, I will send you the link.
It's an interesting thing.
I thought I did send you the link, Tommy, but
beer. Give me some of that rear, dear. Beer.
Give me a second, guys, and we'll get started with the first topic. I'm just trying to get everybody all set in the chat and people coming in. I mean, where's Tommy? There's Tommy. All right, Tommy, check Instagram. Instagram.
Send him a link on Insta. Sus ass.
Why did I do that? I could send it to him on Facebook.
You some
bot. Right. Check Facebook, brother.
You want some bot shit?
I'll give you some nubby.
Please.
But yeah. So tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, it's gonna be the Maryland Moose and the Virginia Viper. And be ready for that merch. And then we're gonna have.
Dude, I just got a beautiful idea.
Tommy's from Michigan, so Tommy is.
He's another animal. He's the muskrat.
Monkey. He's the Michigan muskrat. There we go.
He's the Michigan marsupial. The
Look
Michigan
at
mouse.
Look at Dottie, guys. Just look how cute he is. Look at my hubby.
You know that was like 6 years ago, right?
6 years have passed since that horrendous incident. Sorry, had flashbacks.
But luckily, I got to meet these two on the bottom.
You never met me. You only met my brother, Bob.
I got to meet them, collab with them. Josh beat me in bowling because he cheats. I sucked that nuts.
Hey.
Bro,
Hey, Tom.
The world is a
I look like
vampire.
shit. I ain't even on cam tonight, bro.
Bro, how do you look like shit? I don't even get ready. I just hi. I just show up.
Josh stays ready because
I just show up and ship out.
But
With all three of my teats. Anyways, sorry.
Hey, Beth.
Tommy's been working on an epic video editing, guys. So
It's gonna
Tommy's
be
been sucking some fat nubs.
It's like an hour long, bro. It's so fucking long.
I'm excited.
But from what I've seen, it's so good.
But before we get started, Dottie,
Long beer
you
can. This one.
have anything coming out soon?
Who?
I know you had a random Nautica video a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago or something. Like,
It was. I put that one out. I want to say about maybe a week ago. Actually, maybe been 2 weeks now. I've been trying to get back out and make another one, but you just can't go to the forest alone.
oh no. Especially these days, there's too many crazy people. Like, I'm
many
not worried
susses.
about spirits or animals. I'm worried about stupid people.
I'm worried about people out there with guns. So, especially at night, being alone, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, you
So I
gotta.
usually wait for my buddy LJ to have some free time and move right out.
See, I'm trying to get my buddy who's the actual cop up here and all that. I'm trying to get him to go to investigations with me. So we go somewhere illegal. I have a cop with me, dude. Somehow get away with it.
You're like, he already got me. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's already escorting me off the property.
But I know I don't have any videos coming out soon. I do know
You're going on Josh's panel tomorrow, aren't you? Or like some talk
yes.
show?
Tomorrow night is going to be the Virginia Viper and the Maryland Moose on a live stream. And then if the Michigan Monkey wants to join us.
The Michigan Monkey.
Where did the term Virginia Viper come from? Like,
dude, it just they're both
popping, Tommy, they're popping names for everybody. So I'm the Canadian Cougar.
Yeah, Dom's the Canadian Cougar.
I didn't hear that term before, so I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just was like, the Virginia Viper. That makes sense. Let me just call him that.
And Donnie's the Florida Flamingo, so.
I wish I had long legs.
You got some hairy legs.
I wish I had long legs. I'm out here looking like a damn goblin.
But,
so don't worry.
The first topic tonight, we're going to be talking about
me.
The ghost stories of the panel's hometown and all that. Well, the first
ass.
I'm not going to be telling a story, and this is about like let me see if I can find it. Oh, hang on, we got somebody in the chat, in the panel. Oh, it's a troll. I mean, it's Matt.
It's Horn Dicky Investigators.
Horn Dicky Investigators.
But this house, it's actually a friend of mine grew up in there and lived there. But it's the house on JAXXX Street. And what the hell? And this is known as the Rockin' Cradle House. And crazy events happened in 1839, supposedly caused by a demon. The origin of the house is unknown, but it was built prior to 1819. Hey, Charmaine.
Charmaine, how you doing?
Hello, Charmaine.
Original owner of the house is too unknown. But yes, it is said that back in 1839 is when the Rockin' Cradle just started moving and was supposedly caused by a demon.
A demon baby.
But that's the place where I was born at. The place where I grew up at, the biggest ghost story we have there is the Wendigo Hill. And Double D's actually been there with me. And
I remember that.
We had something stalking us. Like, on both sides of the woods, like something freaking stalking us.
It was
the legend of the legend goes that you be walking down the hill, and if you hear chains, and if you look back and see it and look, you will get pushed. But if you ignore it, you'll be okay. But if you look at it, it will push you.
If it pushes you, is that like guaranteed death, or does it just push you?
It don't hurt. I mean, it will just push you down the hill.
I might look. I would probably look. Knowing my ass, I'd be like, "Oh, what's that?"
I looked, and it shoved me one time, and I every time I hear it after that, I freaking ran. Like,
Like a flock of seagulls?
Like I was a track star, like just looking at like
Nubs hauling
I
ass with
won't
that big
claim
dumpy
it,
flailing in the back.
but me and Donnie,
Did
we
you
had
see the
some.
Eagles backpacks taking off wings and Nebby just flies out of the scene?
Me and Donnie had we had some crazy experience down there. Like just
It was fun.
Bro, why didn't we go to Wendigo Hill?
I don't know, cause we
Virginia
should've went.
round 2.
All right, it's
Round
actually
two.
where I grew up at, the place where I grew up at. Like Donnie got to meet my friend Hannah and Christina.
They were really cool people.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Sorry.
Well, speaking of
I don't know. Him saying that reminds me of that.
Largo.
But yes, that's the story of my hotel. We'll start with Double D, and we'll work from Double D, Politic with Hodge, Dom, Tommy, Second Star Survival.
Oh, we're doing so like a zigzag
That's
pattern.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Very good for.
So Double D,
Limp Biscuit, don't worry.
what's the craziest story of your hometown?
Oh god,
Ghost
that's my
story.
craziest story.
The biggest one here would be the Hotel Blanche. A lot of people stayed at the hotel. Even some of the presidents stayed here. Johnny Cash stayed there. Al Capone stayed there. They actually just had to shut that center down because they were doing some remodeling on it. The first 2 floors remodeled just fine. The 3rd floor, the construction workers came to the owner of the motel and told them they were not going to mess with the 3rd floor. Their tools kept getting messed with. They kept hearing a little girl running through the hallways, and they could never find anybody. Now, several groups have asked to come and investigate this place, but they will not allow any type of investigation there. The 3rd floor has been completely shut down. They don't allow people there. The elevators have even been stopped from going there. That's about the biggest one I know here.
I don't know if you let the people go in and investigate. Perhaps you could. Perhaps they could get that floor back.
And you know, that's something that I did bring up to them, and I told them, you know, I could come in and do it privately and share, you know, my results with them prior to even, you know, posting it on any type of social media or anything like that. But they weren't even down for anybody to come in and investigate. Period. They said it would bring bad business, and they didn't want that there.
Beat it.
Yeah.
That's probably because of like people on TV and all that oh, it's a demon or it's a portal to hell or something like that, and they don't want
straight cynical.
Oh God, what's going on in the chat?
We found a pentagram.
Nothing.
Oh y'all. But dude, that sounds like something to, I don't know, maybe if you offer them a good amount of money. Has anybody tried that? They still won't do that?
Believe it or not, I do believe Destination Fear actually even contacted them to try and do it, as well as Ghost Adventures. When Ghost Adventures was big, Ghost Adventures offered them to go there, and they didn't allow them to go.
Sounds like some stern people that just don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah, the county that I live in is let's just say it's country. So we'll go with that.
I feel that. That's where I'm at.
Oh, I'm dyslexic.
Well, Josh,
Sup?
What is your like hometown's biggest ghost story? Or most famous?
Dude, hometown. God, there's like, if you're talking about like my literal hometown, it's next to nothing. Like, we're around here isn't too anything. The only thing I can think about is like it's not even here.
Is that Chris?
It's not even here. Fuck. Can I expand a little bit? Can I go away from my hometown a little bit? Because there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's like nothing here to talk about except for like stuff I've might have uncovered. But so a little bit further out, we have this bridge. It's not a big bridge at all. I'm talking like cars drive over it. It's maybe like 10 feet in length. It's not big. It's just a little bridge that leads over a creek or a river. But apparently there's this because the Elk River, which obviously I'm not too far from, the British in the Revolutionary War, they actually crossed over it to travel to, I don't know where they were going. I think Philadelphia or somewhere up PA. And there's apparently this guy, this soldier there that will like can still be seen like looking around like the area near the bridge. Like just a British soldier dude. Like people have said that they've passed by and seen this guy in like the red coat just standing near and like in the river or like digging around with like a lantern, like stuff like that. But other than that, man, it's very, very kind of dry. And then obviously you got Fletchertown Road in Bowie, Maryland. That's the goat man from this area.
I've heard of that one.
I'm looking at private chat.
Me too.
I'm just trying to. But yeah, it's like you have to kind of go out of your way around here to get to the stuff, the actual like stuff with lore, I should say.
Yeah, well,
like those crybaby bridges and all that I've discussed.
Yeah, well, I know the Goatman Bridge in Maryland's big, and I know
I want to go to that road still just to do like a video.
So I know Hollywood
like 20-minute video.
Been there a lot, and oh my god! But
God.
Yeah, when we come up there and visit,
which is when?
We gotta go there.
When?
I don't know, but we're going to. Darn it!
Like, is it June? Damn it, or no?
I have to talk to Dakota.
Tell Dakota that it's a yes.
All right, I'll make Dakota go in June. I'll be like, I will put a gun, my nose to his head.
We can do bowling. We can hit up a few of the spots I've been to. We can pop some tops.
Can we sneak into the mall at night when it closes?
Probably not.
What about the bank?
Definitely not. I'd like to keep my channel nubs and not be convicted.
True. Hey, Diva. But yes, I definitely want to go to Goatman Bridge for sure.
I want to take you. I'll take you to some cool stuff, some abandoned stuff, all that. You'll have some Gucci content. Don't get arrested.
I know Dom's got a bunch of stories.
Dom is the bomb.
But
Dom's not the bomb.
Famous?
Dom, just give me one of these good old numbers right here.
Oh,
what's the most famous ghost story, urban legend of your town?
Well, in my hometown, I would say the cemetery and the castle. Well, actually, it's like a circle of stuff. You have a castle, you have the cemetery, you have the battlefield, you have the falls that's mixed with the mafia also, and people jumping off the falls. So yeah, there's all that bunch. But the cemetery in Hamilton, I posted a video on my channel. It's called the Fall of the Skull, which I actually have a skull, Grandpa's skull. That REM pod got picked up and thrown on the ground, and you see it live on camera. So yeah, it's pretty active. You have a mass grave of people that died, that passed away from cholera back in the day in 1839 in Hamilton. There's about 2,300 people buried in that
Good night,
mass grave.
Tanya.
Night Sunni. Um, yeah, so that place in my hometown, all the places are awesome, history, paranormal wise, and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of places that are easy access to go and investigate. Some require a little bit of this and that. We also have a naval boats that's called the SS Hiding.
You say
That's
SS?
dock at the port of Hamilton that you can go on also and do small investigations. So yeah, the
Ooh.
hometown is pretty cool. The town I'm living now is also cool. My house is haunted. Plane
Oh
crash.
yeah.
119 people died in the plane crash in 1963. Then, if you go further down a little bit in Montreal, we have the most haunted mountain in North America. On the mountain, there's a castle, there's an asylum, there's a cemetery where there's 2.25
Jesus.
million people buried there. So,
I'm like,
Louisa.
I got a single British ghost dude that likes to hang out, and then Dom's like machine gun.
yeah.
Like, damn.
I also work, as people know, I also work for a company that does ghost tours and paranormal investigations. So we do tend to bring people to haunted
I
places in
wish I could do that.
Montreal. We actually investigate a cemetery that's called the Old Cemetery Saint Antoine, which is a cemetery that's built from the 1700s, but in 1832, there was a mass death because of the cholera that was hitting Montreal. Montreal got hit 5 times in that cemetery. There's about 60,000 to 70,000 people buried there in different graves or mass graves.
Dom, you should sell your soul and buy that whole mountain.
Seriously, seriously,
What?
the mountain, we call it the mountain, but it's actually an old volcano
Jesus.
that
Ooh.
is dead now. It erupted, all the magma came out, and that's what built the mountain. So they decided to make a park, and on the, like I said, on one side of the mountain, there's 2.25 million people buried there in 4 different cemeteries,
Yo, what's up, Sean?
What's
all
up,
stick,
Sean, brother?
Get some rest, my guy.
all stick together on the same side. On the other side, there's an old hospital from the late 1700s. There's an asylum in 1950. The CIA decided to make they tried to make the perfect human weapon. So they were doing a test on the it was called the MK2 Ultra. Montreal was part of that plan. So the asylum was doing a test on orphans. When the orphans would die, they would take them and just bury them in the back of the hospital without a burial ground or a tombstone. Uh, a little further down, they
God
decided to
damn, I
make a
can't type.
pool. They decided to make a pool next to the where the kids were buried, and yeah, so that's become the mysterious pool of the mountain. There's actually evidence that it's fucking haunted. I have one of my investigators. She's sitting on the side of the pool. She has 2 kids right next to her, and on top, 12 feet up in the air, you have the face of a gentleman there. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. So come to
I
Canada.
can't wait to come visit.
Seriously,
I'm about to
seriously,
become a Canadian.
seriously. If you come to Montreal, like I said, I will gladly take you on a ghost tour of
Hell
Montreal,
yeah.
showing you the old Montreal where the city actually started, and show you all the places where they hang people, the first prison of Montreal, the battle of how Montreal became a
Pure
British
white.
colony back in the day. So a lot of stuff.
Pure
Yeah.
beer.
Dude, I can't wait to come visit for real.
This one is for Canada and being haunted as fuck.
Right?
Well, hold on. Haunted as fuck. You have amazing haunted places over there in
We
the
do.
States.
We do. I'm very grateful for that because
we do.
that sounds weird to say.
We do have cool places here in Quebec and in Canada in general. But you do have amazing places in the States to investigate.
Look at my lighter.
Also. I like that lighter.
Dude, I saw it and I was like, ooh, I'm an Aries.
That's my zodiac sign, man.
Mine too, brother. My birthday.
I'm a Virgo.
My birthday just passed.
Crack open your cantaloupe.
Happy late birthday, brother.
Thank you, bro.
My birthday's next Tuesday.
Dude, that means it'll be a year since I saw your ass.
Yeah. Josh,
dude, what the hell? Yeah. Come down for your birthday.
So, like I said, we have.
Don't worry about June. Just come down.
We have a lot of history. If I go a little bit further, there's an island called. It's a quarantine island, where all the people that was coming to Quebec had to pass through the boat. So all sorts of diseases. There's actually 5 cemeteries on that island.
Is that a shadow?
So, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Tommy? What about your?
Yeah, Tommy. What tickles your fancy in the home heart of Hard-On, Michigan home? What?
Your hometown ghost story, most famous.
I don't even know where you're from.
So, there's no ghost stories from what I know of where I live.
Urban legends or whatever.
Crackheads.
Okay, yeah. There is one. I live in Bridgman, Michigan. It's southwest Michigan. And there's a story about the melon heads. So there's a nuclear plant here, which I worked at before. And the story goes that, like, my dad, my mom know about these stories back in, like, the 70s and 80s. The big thing was back in the day, there's this tunnel, which is, like, 2 or 3 minutes from my house. I can drive there, like, right. I don't know why. I've always wanted to shoot like, a little documentary there. But back in the day, like, in the 80s, like, the big thing was, like, all the fucking high school kids would drive their girlfriends in that tunnel, and they would park in the tunnel, and they would shut all their lights off. And apparently, like, they'd bring their girlfriends and all that shit with them. And they would, like, shut the lights off, and then, like, you're supposed to turn them on, and then, like, the melon heads would appear. But, like, the whole thing was, like, from the nuclear plant, there was, like, these experiments there that fucked with these people, and that created these, like, almost alien-looking, like, creature things with, like, giant-ass fucking heads. You can look it up online. It's a thing online. In my little tiny-ass town, it's the big thing around here. That thing, that's, like, the biggest thing in my town is the melon heads. But also, this ties in with the next video that I'm about to put out. 15 minutes from my house, there's the Lakeside Inn, which is a hotel, which I investigated. And no one knows about this place, but the background story was this dude basically apparently shot his wife in room 30, and the whole story is that, and this part's actually true. I'll tell you a little background story before, like, the video comes out. But they found they were doing renovation in the room in the 90s. The place was built in 1915, and in room 30. They were doing renovations, and they found this bloody towel on the fucking wall. And the name on the towel, it's embroidered, which is Aylesworth.
Which
is the last name of the owner of the hotel. So it's really fucking weird, and it's crazy because in the lobby of the hotel, in this little, like, cabinet area with, like, glass, it's on display. They still have the bloody towel on display. And it's still sitting there, like, tucked in the corner, like they're trying to hide it. It's really weird. The shit we got from that investigation was fucking nuts. But yeah, those two, which was the melon heads thing in my town, Bridgman, but the town 15 minutes away, I recently discovered that hotel, and it was fucking nuts. I can't wait to release this investigation. But as far as that, there's a bunch of stuff in Michigan, but nonetheless, those are, like, the 2 closest, I guess, like, urban legend / paranormal stories that's close to me.
I definitely can't wait to come visit because I want to go to that tunnel.
That sounds crazy.
I can do a live stream there if you want. I can just go
Hell
there.
Yes, that would be cool.
I've been dying to do it. I don't know why I haven't yet. It
what
goes
about you,
back
Matt?
To the woods too.
I know you, Matt. You were born in Tennessee, won't you?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. He went from one T state to another T state.
You could say
Yeah.
he's a man of TTs.
Yeah.
I got too many TTs.
Everywhere I go, I got T's.
Well, you know,
Tits, trombones.
I got a few places I've been in my life, you know, like Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, and
Matt, you
hey,
got a ball gag in your mouth.
hey, you should have took it out last night.
What are you guys laughing at in private chat? Share with us. Beth, no. Beth, no. Beth, you have to join panel if you want to see private chat. Beth, you're not allowed. We can't discuss. We can't discuss private chat. We really
We
can't.
can't discuss, you know, indefinite
No,
indentures.
leave private chat, right?
But yeah, the biggest ghost story or urban legend of your home
Where you were a little man.
town.
Bigger. Okay.
Big to you, little to. Well, that made no sense. Never mind.
Big to me, little to Tommy. But, anyways, okay, so you know, there's multiple places and everything, like urban legends or just in anybody, because you know,
If someone knew where to stroll into town, what would they hear in the first month?
Yeah.
in the first month, yeah, in Chattanooga, there's a haunted hotel. You know, there's always a fucking haunted hotel everywhere you go. You know? But it's in Chattanooga. You go with that. The movie Room 318 or 312 or whatever the hell that haunted thing,
Matt, you sound like you're
an analyst and locked himself in this haunted room. It's based on that that hotel. It's been so long since I've been there, I forgot what it is in Chattanooga. You can look it up, Josh. Josh, you got the typing.
I got the what?
You got the typing skills of a bloodhound. Look up the most haunted hotel in Tennessee.
I'm the most haunted hotel.
The Reed House?
Yeah, the Reed House. That's it.
Damn, I'm quick with it.
Yes, thank you.
Room
You know why?
311. Room
You know why
311.
it's a haunted hotel? Because hoes don't tell.
Okay, wait, I gotta do it. Oh, that didn't work. I went to go smack something metal and it just sounded like wood.
Sorry.
You know, there's multiple stories in that place. There's a story of a 11-year-old girl that was like brutally raped and killed and everything when Sherman went to Chattanooga and burnt Chattanooga to the ground and everything. And supposedly, you know, Northern soldiers came in, killed everybody that was in the Reed House, and raped and killed this 11-year-old girl. Stuffed her body in the ice box at that time.
Jesus.
And they set the Reed House on fire. It didn't burn down completely. Also, a story about she wasn't a prostitute until during the war, but her husband was a Confederate and everything, and he promised he'd come use his money and everything to pay for her room and everything until my house and everything. And when he came back, when he was able to get off and everything, he came back to Chattanooga, went to the room, and found her with a Northern officer in the room, and killed both of them. And you know, and he committed suicide out of the balcony. Supposedly, you know, you can still hear the gunshots and everything at, you know, some parts of the night. You can hear, you know, the guy screaming, falling down the balcony, and you can see a lady in white walking around crying. You can also hear yelling and everything in that specific room. Then there's also another room that is completely like quote unquote demonic activity in it. And it got to a point, like I even had an experience there a long time ago. And they people used to rent out this room all the time for like best, you know, for like fun and everything. Really haunted. Well, after enough time of people, you know, everything, you know, and people asking for refunds the whole night, they ended up turning it into a janitor closet. And probably there's so much activity in there. Like I took one of the little cards and everything off the front, walked by the room, dropped the card down, and all of a sudden the card was sucked up underneath the door. And I went down and I was talking to the people at the front. And I was like, yeah, I was looking at my money and everything, and I dropped $10, and a gust of wind or whatever sucked the $10 up underneath the janitor closet door. Floor was it? And I was like, the third. And they both looked at each other and they said, and they just opened up because they were so scared. They opened up the cash drawer and everything and gave me my $10. And supposedly that room gets dreadfully cold at night, like in the negatives. There's screams when you leave out of the room and everything. The whole entire bedroom and everything inside of it would, like, it had 2 twin beds, and one twin bed would be flipped over on top of the other twin bed. Shower would be going off. Just multiple things happened in that place. But, you know, is what it is. But, you know, there's more scarier stories around, but not well known, but like spoken with just the town folk, you know, everything. Like, I grew up in a town called Saudi Daisy, and it was 2 separate towns, and
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. There was not enough population in both towns to make them separate towns, so they merged the towns together to enough people to make it a town. But you know, there's a story there at the Blue Hole and everything, and it's called Black Ben. And Black Ben is supposed to be a gigantic, like, animal-like creature, but it's not a creature. It's like a man that pretty much skinned a bear and wears it as a second skin. Like, he's that hairy, and he comes up out of the very bottom of the Blue Hole with 30 to 40 mile deep, like, clear hole with a waterfall and everything. And you know, there's been people, they say do not go to that water after dusk, because if you do, Black Ben will take you under. And
screw that. I don't do water. Well, I mean, I know we were talking about water, but I don't do water legends. That shit's creepy, especially if it's dark.
Yep.
Get in the water at dark, you're like, oh.
Well, after about 5 foot, you can't even see the bottom of it because it's so dark.
Yeah, see,
dude, you can jump. I was in the middle of the bay, and I would just jump off the boat, and it'd be enough to send me under to where it was black. Like, you lose light quick, dude. Like, screw that.
I feel we go there at night, skinny dip, and investigate.
You gotta. I mean, I'm always down to drop my pants. I mean, that's not a problem. Like all you gotta say is, look over there, and my pants are down. Like what?
All right.
And
So
then you look back, and then it's just
the next topic, and
No,
this is the
no.
big one.
coral reef. Call me anemone. I got Nemo in that bitch. Sorry.
I also want the people in the chat to answer this.
Yeah, chat.
Is
Yeah,
witchcraft
Goddamn time y'all join.
Yeah,
is witchcraft evil?
chat.
And this time we're gonna start with Josh, Donnie, Tommy,
Is witchcraft evil?
Dom, Matt, and then me.
Did you
So
say me
Josh
twice?
is
Yes,
Um,
Josh, you twice.
do you consider witchcraft evil,
Nah.
and
Nah.
why?
Well, because I've actually. So I don't know much about witchcraft. Obviously, I won't act like I do.
I mean, I
But-
don't either.
Like Kyle. Well, I don't want to give away secrets, but like.
I knew Kyla was into witchcraft. Like, I knew she put a spell on me to fall in love with you, Josh.
They do a little stuff.
I like that.
But. and, and right now, for example.
Hi,
But
Kyla.
protection stuff. See, if there's protection stuff in that field, in my eyes, that makes it good. Yeah, exactly. Like Beth said, witchcraft is it's how you use it. Like if I have a superpower to like do this and make a certain person disappear, like if I do this and make like Nubs disappear, for example, that's mean. But if I go and I make like one of the top leading terrorists in the world disappear, shit.
Yeah, but then you still
That's
gotta
hard.
look at the repercussions of it. You still took out a life. So it's one of those never-ending circles.
People die.
Yeah, it's one of those never-ending circles.
But it's like that.
You never died until you snapped your fingers, sucker.
Star has a TikTok. I didn't know.
I'll start hitting that shit like the crab from Little Mermaid. On that I see.
You see people popping like popcorn and
Like, whoa, what the hell, Thanos? No, it's just Josh. He's excited.
Because I know that Double D is part of
Beth, right? Exactly. That's how far the superpower is now.
So, Double D, what is your thoughts on witchcraft? Do you think it's evil since you're the cult of witchcraft?
We use witchcraft daily. No.
You bet. Hey, thank you, vodka sis.
I feel kind of like I go along with Josh there. It depends on all in how you use it, because me personally, I'm a Christian, but I don't see all the same values and morals that they see. Like they say witchcraft is evil, or you shouldn't do it, but yet every year on your birthday, you make a wish and blow out a candle.
Yeah.
Form of witchcraft.
Yep.
So I think it's all in how your mindset is towards it. If you're using it for bad purposes, obviously it's going to be bad. If you use it for protection, or if you use it for some good in the world, to some with nature, something like that, I would see it's not evil. So it's all in your mindset, I believe.
That is true, Beth, and I agree. That's the exact same thing with Ouija boards. A lot of people think it's pure evil, but it's how you intend.
I had a good first experience with a Ouija board.
When we did the Ouija board, was that your first time? I took your Ouija board virginity.
Whoa, what did I come back to?
I took Donnie's Ouija board virginity.
Oh.
No, that's hot.
That was a crazy investigation.
I'm sucking these noodles so hard.
Yeah, I moved that planchette, let me tell you. Ooh.
That was at the Devil's Playground house. Yeah,
I've been there.
Yeah, you have, Josh.
Oh shit, I did.
You did go there.
Wait, is that the one?
That's the one with the truck.
That's the one where you almost got squished.
Oh, the one with the truck out front.
Yeah, where the old man died, like passed
Bro,
away.
that homie came out with the cat food thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I was like, whoa, who's this? Yo, squad,
He
I'll
was
punch
there
it.
when the dude from the trailer park came over there and was feeding the
Down
cat
in
and
the
all that.
trailer
Oh,
hood.
you guys got to meet somebody that was going over there?
Yeah, dude lived in the trailer
Yeah.
park, and he's been keeping cats over there because he can't keep them at his house, so he's just been keeping them there.
That's where all the cat stuff has been coming from.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Hey, if you can't keep pussy at your old place, keep your pussy somewhere else.
That is true, Vakovip. I do agree with that. You do have to be easy.
I thought he was going to say, that is true, man.
You have to be. You have
It is
to.
true.
You
Keep
have
it
to
in
go in
Joshies.
there and go in there, and you have to do it with certain people that's not going to take it as a joke.
Right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You can't,
Like,
dude, people can ruin your investigation.
and
Like, if
I
you don't
was
have the people with the right
watching-
mindset.
Oh, they can. I was watching a
100%.
video the other night, and it was with me, Shani, and Exploring with Dakota, and we did the triple Ouija board session. And I was moving my hand off the planchette because it was itching really bad because I stepped in the sea tick nest. Yeah. So I was doing it, and she had it to replay. And when I took my hand off, about a second later, the planchette moved, like while my hand was off of it. I was like, "Whoa, that was freaking nuts!" Because I'd never noticed it before.
But
And I'm like,
you could say it was static electricity that moved it because.
"Oh, I know what people could say and all that," but I mean, I still find it really interesting and pretty cool that it did that.
Yeah.
But Tommy, what is your thoughts about witchcraft? Do you think it's evil?
I don't believe in this shit whatsoever. That's just.
I mean, hey, that's your opinion. Like,
it's not that I'm shitting on it or anything like that. I just never experienced it or seen anyone do it in like real time. So to me, I don't really believe in it, to be honest.
Well,
it's a lot of hocus pocus shit to me.
dude, he's Matt Dennison from fucking. Dude, that's what he says. He's like, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus, and then all of a sudden, here comes the Sanderson sisters.
I mean,
I would love to see it, but I just don't.
I understand where you're coming from. It's one of those things where I got to really be like punched in the face by it.
yeah.
I will take you and Tommy to my
To your bedroom.
friend in
Whoa.
Louisiana and let you experience the
Whoa.
scene. Because I didn't believe in any of this bullshit either until I had dealt with her.
You're gonna take us to your ex's house in
Oh,
Louisiana.
She's a 33rd generation high priestess.
Yeah,
You
the
do
33rd
not-
generation. Jesus God.
You do not want to go there.
I also,
you do.
I'm gonna go there
I'm not gonna lie to
naked.
and again, I'm not shitting on any people that believe in this kind of shit, but I feel like the whole crystal shit and protection shit is bullshit as well. I never use crystals or protection when I go into these locations, and I don't think if I took them in there, it's gonna make any difference. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not shitting on anyone that believes in that because it might.
I don't have anything.
I just don't.
that is why we do. That's why I do
Steve,
these streams
Tommy.
because of people's different opinions and all that. That's what I love about it. Like, cause I haven't personally seen anything myself. The closest thing I've seen is we was walking back from the witch's house, which is this house in Brookneal we saw, and it was like 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning, and up in the distance in the hill, you could see about a group of 20 people in cloaks, like over a fire and all that. And we didn't stick around to see what
Frat
the fuck
boys.
was going on, so we just booked it. But that's the closest thing to witchcraft or whatever. Like, I don't even know if it was witchcraft or cold. I don't know what was going on. Because, like I said, we didn't stick around. We booked it because it was really creepy to see that at 2, 3:00 in the morning. Like, and I won't try. And the person we was with screamed, "Can we join you?" And I'm like, "You idiot! Let's fucking go!" Like, no, we're not doing this crap. Like,
I love the whole aesthetic to the whole witchcraft shit and the witchy shit. I just don't think it's legit. Again, I would have to experience it for myself with someone. So
Yeah.
that's my opinion. But
I got
yeah,
you, John.
I like
got
the whole
you.
idea of it for sure.
What about you, Dom? What do you believe about witchcraft? Do you think it's evil or?
I'm gonna go with like everybody in the group. It's the intent you put in it, because you have, like anything, you have a good side, you have a bad side. You have white magic, you have black magic. Um,
Yeah.
I got red
I'll
magic.
go a little bit with maths. I do believe in that stuff. I've seen stuff that I cannot explain. I'll give you an example. I went to a voodoo ceremony in Haiti. Believe me or not, okay, on what I'm gonna about to say, they took a grave out from the dirt, took it out. The guy, the Ugin, which is a priest, a voodoo priest, did something, poured something on the dead body, and the dead body woke up and walked the fuck
Sorry.
out of the house.
Rock, are you the sweetest person in the
I
world?
You
saw
saw
people.
a fucking zombie?
I saw a fucking zombie. Okay, I saw people eat glass in front of me. Not
Did you see
fake
Rick
glass,
Grimes?
real glass. Uh, um, Lady was actually eating that like chips.
Was was
So
Rick Grimes there as well?
sorry.
Was Rick Grimes there as well?
I think it's about time we get out of here.
So like I said, I do believe in those
Fucking-
stuff. I do believe
We
in.
can make a deal.
Doesn't have to be like this. Sorry. Anyway, sorry.
I had to throw that in there. Sorry.
No problem.
Keep going.
But yeah, I do believe in that. But like I said, depends on the intent you're putting in. Um, also never forgets, a lot of people that really do those type of things will not do that for fun, because there's always a law of return. So once you
Yeah.
send something to somebody, there's a comeback to you. Never forget that. So
Why can't?
if you try to do a spell and try to, I don't know, say, hey, listen, this person, I hate them, I want them to lose their hair, something's gonna happen, but
What the
don't
fuck?
forget there's a law of return coming back to you.
Yep.
Nubs, I can't find your live stream on YouTube.
Huh.
What?
It says 11:26 at 11:35 p.m.
Yeah,
and I
my
cannot
pieces.
find it.
YouTube's being weird tonight.
It
because,
says
like,
it says
They-
three. Dude, it says 3 are waiting, scheduled for 3:26:23.
I never got the
Mine's still
Dude,
there.
your shit's not actually. Oh no, it is live now.
Yeah, mine's
yeah, it,
What? It just said it
YouTube's
what?
being weird.
Mine still says it's waiting too.
Because, like, it up here
Good night,
says
vodka.
there are people watching, and I know there's people watching.
Well, yeah, because there's
So-
people commenting. What the hell?
So like I said, I do believe in
Yeah.
those stuff. Depends on the intent you want to put in. There's good, there's bad. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sort of with Tommy, and I'm sort of with everybody else. I believe in it, but it's also I want to see it to be affirmed.
You want to see more of it? I
I
believe
guess I
it to
could
an
be a
extent. Yeah.
skeptic, a skeptic.
I
of
was
it. Like,
I was like that too.
Vodka.
Till what I
What'd you say,
saw,
Darn?
I was going like, oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, well-
hold on.
I was telling Vodka I love her.
Oh.
Let me say this. I'm open to it. That's how I'll put it.
yeah, same.
Obviously, I'm open to it because I mean I believe in ghosts and stuff.
open to it.
Witchcraft's
Wasn't
not
it-
too.
Josh, do you remember that episode with Overnight Channel? Didn't he like bring on like a witch on
Yeah,
that like submarine or some shit?
uh huh.
Was that-
I've watched very little of Overnight.
That was really weird. Like he like got.
Yeah, I've been watching
affected by-
Overnight since Elton was part of the Sam and Colby doing prank wars.
I
and
love
all.
Elton John, dude. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Yeah, that episode was weird because I remember specifically about like a witch I think on there, and she like
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what he
remember
did,
that.
but like
But Matthew, I know you
Yes, sir.
have some stuff to say about witchcraft because I know you know some stuff and know people. So I want to hear what you got to say. I mean, I know most of it. You done told me
Yeah.
a lot about your ex, but it's very interesting.
To be honest, I don't believe in any of the bullshit.
Hey, Nicole.
I mean, well, I don't believe in 90% of the bullshit. Should I
Yeah.
say that?
Like,
90%.
Hollywood and shit like that. Like, anybody can look at that and be like, yeah, that's bullshit.
You're not going to be the fucking wizard Harry and throwing fireballs and all this shit. You know, like most witchcraft, voodoo, anything else, it was all used with herbs. It was poisons. It was, all this other shit to do what they need. Even the zombification shit and, in hoodoo, it's made out of it's made out of a poison. It's made out of a serum to make these people come back to life.
I do too, Nicole. I like barbecue chicken on the grill in the front yard.
You're not going to be like Alibaba saying, open sesame and a fucking, 20-ton boulder is going to move out of the fucking way. You're not.
Havana Kedavra!
Yeah.
Why you gotta blow my spirits like that, Matt? Like, darn it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I mean, even with my ex-girlfriend, she was a voodoo priestess. There was shit that they did in their rituals and everything. 90% of their rituals was all-night orgies, okay? Whoa. It was sex, it was fueled by sex. It was fueled by lust. A lot of this stuff is to entrap you. It makes you feel good. And a lot of the stuff, you are smoking things, you are doing stuff, you are eating things that are specifically made for that ritual.
Well, hold up. I don't think he's talking about exactly movie stuff. I mean, obviously Harry Potter.
Well, yeah.
But
I agree.
I'm actually curious. This is a form of witchcraft, obviously, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I very well could be. What about, like the little hex bags?
Hex bags, stuff like that, that's an intention bag. Hex bags...
Do you think they're legit?
Even voodoo dolls
voodoo dolls.
Are intent also.
And all that stuff, you have to be precise with that. If you have a hex bag, it is an intention bag. It is, you have multiple things of this individual. You have a lock of hair. You have a vial of their
got the bug from the guy's house.
Yeah, or, you...
Amber Alert.
They have what's called knuckle blades in the voodoo culture. And knuckle blades are used to capture blood of an individual that they're going to put into a hex or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
If anyone sees a temp tag T092569 2013 gray Honda Accord, please be on the lookout and report to your local authorities.
Yes.
Witches and voodoo, even...
We did our good part.
They are two different religions, yes, but their intents are the exact same. If you have a witch in the woods that supposedly makes curses on people or, makes potions for somebody, that's the exact same thing as going to an herbalist that's going to whatever. I'm a wet blanket, but I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. You can call yourself whatever. You can call yourself a black mamba of the woods. If you do the exact same shit, you're still classified as voodoo, witchcraft, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can glorify it and call it whatever you want. You can be a white witch. You can be a black witch. You can be a green, neutral, whatever the fucking color of the rainbow you want to be. You can be a Power Ranger witch.
Can I be a turtle witch?
Yeah, you could be a turtle witch. There's bog hags. There's bog witches. It doesn't... Hi, little boy.
But
anyways. But the thing is, in it all, It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
The stuff that they put in, like what my ex did to summon spirits of the flame, okay? It was a powdered substance that she would blow into the fire and turn it into different colors. You can go down to the party shop and buy Mystic Flames.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit. I mean,
I understand where people are coming from with, things are different. People there have different names, different titles, but in the end of it all, like, that's cool, right? Like, that's cool. But like the overall concept of practicing things can be seen as witchcraft.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. Like I said, a white witch. Oh, I'm a fucking white witch. I only do good stuff.
Think of yourself. Look at yourself. Pretend you don't have any knowledge of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Pretend the public eye saw you with anything. You are a witch to them.
Yes. Yeah.
You are. I mean, people don't know all the specific details. They're not going to. They don't care to. And that's the reality we live in.
And they also consider you a heretic because you worship a different god. Especially in the face of Christianity that is in every household known to man right now. You are worshiping a different god. You're considered a heretic. You're considered a heathen. Because you are not following Christianity the way it is, so you are evil. And when people see this, when people see that you do something else, they automatically go to evil. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter if you are a fucking herbalist going into the woods, or you want to be a druid or whatever. That same herb that you're picking up has 50 different uses to it. You can kill somebody with it. You can heal somebody with it. You can cure the common fucking cold with it. But that one herb can still do multiple things. So it doesn't matter. You are still red-handed in it because you have it.
This is a topic that I'm bringing up now since voodoo got mentioned. What's the difference between voodoo and hoodoo? From what I've seen, hoodoo.
Hoodoo, ya voodoo, bitch.
What?
From what I've seen, hoodoo seems more.
Hoodoo.
No,
You ever heard of hoodoo, Tommy?
there is nothing more evil than anything else. There is no level of how high something is evil. Every religion has evil in it.
It's a balance you have to have.
Right.
But what would be the difference between that hoodoo and voodoo?
The gods. It's like the Roman gods and the Greek gods and the Egyptian gods. The Greek and the Roman gods, there's nothing different with them except for the names. And it's the same thing with hoodoo and voodoo.
I watched a movie the other night, The Skeleton Key. And they practiced hoodoo in that movie and all that, and that got me interested in it.
There's nothing different in it. There's seriously nothing.
I'm looking at some hoodoo stuff now.
Similar stuff. It's like,
I mean, you got different languages.
Not really. It's more of the settings. I'll give you another example similar to what I want to explain. Is if you take the Bible and you take the Quran, they're talking about one God in things. They're talking about prophets, in one, and the other they're talking about apostles. So That's the only difference between Hindu and voodoo.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's a way of talking.
This
It's the same thing if you take voodoo from Africa, you take
Yep.
voodoo from Haiti, and you take voodoo from New Orleans.
Yep.
It's
this
three
is
different
me.
things. It's three different things because it's only the structure. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you take, let's say, the example to make hair disappear on somebody, it's going to be the same thing, same process in the three different things.
And
The
even from what they do is going to be different because
I'm looking at this is just me scratching the damn surface, right? Cuz obviously I'm here to learn and get other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like so voodoo looks like it's more based off of like directly impacting people,
it's
and hoodoo is more based off of like using those items we've discussed, like herbs and crystals, and like the more natural approach. I know humans are nature, but voodoo's like specifically targeting, I'll just say the body, while hoodoo looks like it's more like herbology aspect and natural, like nature, different like
I just
plants
can't
and
do the name, bro.
the thing.
voodoo.
It's all herbology. I mean,
Just the hoodoo.
if you look at if you
That
look
is
at
true.
basic potions, like voodoo has a forever potion. It's like a love potion that you give somebody, and it's supposed to make that person fall in love with you.
Trick or treat, sweet to eat.
I'm talking about like nothing. Okay, it's made out of hoodoo root. It's made out of sacksack. It's made out of clover, and it's made out of thistle milk.
Made out of syphilis.
I mean, it all of this stuff is used by nature, but
The
you can
shortest ass.
go anywhere else and have the exact same thing, but they're going to use other elements to it.
It has its own history and tradition.
Which
Yeah.
one came
But
first?
it also everything else has its own history and tradition, but there are similarities within it. Just like the creatures, like cryptids, are all throughout. Some are throughout the world, but they have different historic traits to them
Yeah.
and such. I feel
Yeah.
like it's the same. Oh, I remember seeing this, Dom.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's your homie, Alabanki. It's like now I'm gonna get cursed. I'm dead.
Mm.
Good job.
I looked her right in the eye.
But which one's like older?
I hope
What's
you
the
have a
older
good night's sleep
religion?
tonight, John.
There's no document saying what's older. I
Okay.
mean, the youngest out of them all is going to be Louisiana voodoo.
Yeah.
Out of it all, because it is. But hoodoo's been around for thousands of years before. It was called something else before it became hoodoo. I mean, it was called something else in Africa before it even came to the Caribbeans and all that. I mean, it it's branched off. It is a spiderweb network, but it all goes to the same crumb. It all comes from the same mentality. You have to look at it all. I mean,
Sorry.
all these cultures didn't talk to each other since the beginning of time.
Oh, shut up, Paul.
So it's all it all spreads out from the same
Well,
idea.
we're not trying to have anyone shut up.
I think
What?
Nicole's playing.
I think Nicole's
Well-
got a point to it too. Like each one has their own like history.
Yeah.
But I feel what Matt's saying also, it's all a branch from the same type of religion. Not saying it is that religion, but maybe it's a branch off of that.
Yo, Eli, what's up?
Right.
maybe they took some of their principles, or maybe they took some of
Well,
their morals and mixed it in.
Eli, what's up?
I'm just saying
That's what, yeah.
every
Thanks.
everything in
Thanks,
this
Donnie, bro.
everything in this world seems to always have a connecting source.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
look at
even
the Mayans
before
and the Incas.
yeah, even before we could communicate with each other globally, we always had these same things.
Yes, same process.
That's why I believe there is always truth to whatever there is in the long run. There's always some truth to this all.
To every theory there.
And something there's something out there. It's real. But
we're
not like dissing on one or the other.
Yeah.
This isn't like a hate thing or like a this is bogus, this is real, or vice versa. It's like it's just the overall collective approach to it.
We're trying to show that it's not bad. That it all comes from this.
I don't think it's bad. Witchcraft is not evil. It can be.
And it's just like any other thing that you do in life.
Eli, let me touch.
Christianity can be evil of people.
Yeah.
Look at
it depends on everyone aspects.
Christianity.
Look at all these like big preachers that take half of your money and all of that if you're part of
Okay, well I got something right here. And this is
the biggest mafia in the entire world. Sorry, but
I got something right here. And this is obviously my belief is that it was bad, but the Nazis. People saw that as good. And some saw it as bad. Most of the global community saw it as bad. But damn.
Actually, sorry, I'm gonna rewind. Actually, the Nazi the party, the Squad Cup, is actually in the Indian religion something that they worship as good.
Yeah.
And it's also
a symbol.
But when we do see that
a reversed symbol from Japan, that if you flip it around the other way, in Japan it's an ancient Buddhist symbol meaning good luck. So
perspective is everything.
Yeah.
That saying goes a long way.
You have to look at everything. We only know shit. The only reason why we know shit and the only reason why we create other shit is because we learned it from something else.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, this symbol means good luck. Let's flip it around and call it something else.
See, that's one reason if I ever have kids or whatever, I would never push anything on them. Religion, politics, because that can be bad. That can turn out to be evil. And it can turn out to be bad if they are pushed into something like that. So, like, you can't push anybody into witchcraft or none of that stuff. Like, yeah.
We're not mixing anything.
Actually, with hoodoo and voodoo,
we never mixed anything.
Like, hoodoo and voodoo base, like, it was a conglomerate move for religion. Like voodoo that's used today is a combination of like 30 different religions, 30 ancient religions. I mean, you can look at New Orleans goddess saint of fertility, okay? Sakara, all right? Sakara came from Africa, being the world mother. The world mother gave birth to all of us. Okay? Sakara also is the goddess of war. She is also the goddess of famine. She is also the goddess of death in Egypt. So, different statues and everything have been found of the goddess Sakara. Alright? We we take ideas and everything from dying cultures and every day. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like how in Christianity, the 16th chapel and everything that Michelangelo painted, he wasn't allowed to paint it how it depicts angels in the Bible. It was painted to depict humans because depictions and everything, because 90% of the people could not read and they could not understand. They would see multiple faced creatures and everything flying around, would scare the idiots. That's what the church said. They would scare the idiots of the streets. They would not come to church.
Weren't we always told that angels aren't always the prettiest? Like,
Oh no, they're ugly as hell.
Yeah,
They would terrify you.
Yes, they are visions of fear.
right.
But we incorporate them to be human. It says God created us in His.
Right.
But He created us in His image. Then why do women look the way they do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're deceptive. They're
The
deceptive.
next topic we're going to be talking about is, and this is for the chat. pretty much.
Yeah, come on, chat.
Yeah, this is for the chat to ask us.
Get ready. You're about to have to think with your thinking
All three of
caps.
y'all.
What? I'm stupid. Damn, I suck at this. I shouldn't be a
Where
narrator.
would y'all want the panel to investigate, and why would you want us to investigate that?
Don't say Alcatraz. It ain't happening.
Like anything, like the catacombs.
That's
Anything.
doable, but that's sketchy.
That is sketchy, but if
There's
we
people
do
down there
it,
that would actually probably beat you up and rob you. But
we would hit up Dom's boy that he knows.
Dom and I
And a
have already
Glock.
talked about this before, but they've closed it. They won't let you.
oh, I know, Beth. I know. You've been talking.
Pavilion.
Beth wants us to. Nicole wants us to come over there and
In the
her
water.
backyard with the water.
I can't talk. I know Nicole doesn't want us to mix them and such, but Nicole, I just want you to know I don't know shit about anything. I'm just talking. I'm here. But where does everyone would like to see us go?
I know I would like to see us all go to Suicide Forest.
I want to
That would
see
be-
Akuna, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
It's like
Akakona,
Akinagawa or
something like that.
Dude, I probably just butchered that.
I know I did.
I don't know it. I don't know it.
But yes, I want to go there.
Dude,
And
filming there though would be so.
Atacama.
I don't know if you'd be able to upload that. It would be so controversial.
I'm
It
going
really
to Dollhead Island before I get fooled by the airfield.
I think Tommy would love Doll Island.
I want to go to New Orleans, yes.
I've been to New Orleans.
New Orleans would be amazing to go and film
I-
the history.
I want Nubs to go to Bel Air House.
I would love to.
I want Nubs to go with me to Pavilion Island.
Yes. I want
That's
to go
the
to
name.
Doll Island. Ain't that Doll Island?
I'm not sure. I just know it
Yeah,
has Pavilion Island. And
It's
I
in
know
Mexico, right?
You can't. It's not.
There's one in Mexico and there's one in the Philippines.
I want Nubs to go to Pennhurst and show the spirits his nub, and then they'll
Ooh,
call him
field
out on
trip.
it. Dead ass.
Ooh. Hey, there you go. That's the name of the
Al-
Suicide Forest.
Aokigahara. Dude, that's still wrong, but
Nicole.
But yeah, that's
Nubs.
definitely on my bucket list. And
Nubs.
me and Dom actually did research there for this company, and we were supposed to go for free, but that never happened.
Nubs, I was gonna say if we had buttloads of money, if you came here, we would just go to Pennhurst, but that's like $1,200.
The freshwater stinks just like the Paris, France does.
But honestly, dude, I ain't joking with you. Nubs, if you went to Penhurst with your hand. No, I'm not joking. With his hand, you know, he has his nub, right? They would actually probably comment on it there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one of the places where you will hear them come through and say, dude, I had voices coming through saying that they themselves, the patients, were freaks because they were used to being called names and just ridiculed. And all that.
Oh, see, I've had 2 spirits so far comment about my nub since doing YouTube.
Penhurst, dude, would be. That's like that short I upload. Well, no, that's the wrong short. The
St.
short I uploaded
Albans,
earlier, dude, I was cussed at Penhurst through the spirit box.
St. Albans Sanitarium was one of them.
I want to go to Sweet Springs.
And I can't remember the other place, but actually I think it was Octagon Mansion was the other one where the spirit said something about my nub.
Weren't you telling me about that when I went up there?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were.
Hey, we got Parafolo in the house.
Holy piss, I'm late.
Yeah.
You can piss in my late. What?
What?
Oh.
Well, who said that? Nubs, you dirty son of a.
You said you need to take a shower?
Yeah, Nubs.
Damn
Bathe
it,
in,
no.
bathe in my blood.
I do.
Whoa,
I didn't take one last night after work, but I didn't get home till late.
Nubs sends me pictures.
Oh, I do.
Don't even call me.
Damn. Give him the cold shoulder, dude.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
supposed to be married.
Yeah,
I would like
well,
to see if I'll go to our the catacombs for sure. But
I would be so nervous.
If I go to
We
some
don't even have
ass
to go to the
ridden,
one-
cockroach infested, you know,
we don't even have to go to the
ridden mouse.
We can go to the
I'm
one.
taking y'all to the most badass cryptid areas.
You know where I want to go? I want to go to a haunted brothel.
That would be cool.
I do.
Bobby Mackey.
I'll pay for your lap dance.
That's fine.
Josh said he just wants to lay down.
Dude, last time I laid down was at Bel Air House and I got touched on the leg. It was
That
like,
was
give me
my
2 minutes.
Supposedly one of the Coyote Uglies that have like a historic background and everything got closed down here in San Antonio.
Okay,
movie?
cool, Beth. Let me
Yeah.
know.
It's a real actual bar place.
Yeah.
Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the first historic ones that first started when everything shut down out here.
I just want to get smacked dirty, yo. You all know that.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I want to get fucking scratched.
And I know we've talked about this thing before, but what are the top 3 equipment y'all like to use on investigations? Mine, the number 1 is, of course, the
Hold on,
dowsing rod.
Josh. There's actually a brothel,
Oh,
at the Shanley Hotel, not the Stanley, but the Shanley.
The Shanley, I've heard. Okay.
There's a brothel. There's a brothel in that hotel.
Well, if I do get this Haunted Hill, location, the Haunted Hill house and everything,
I hope you get that.
it was a brothel.
That would be awesome.
Oh, dude, I'll come. Literally. I mean,
Like I said, all of y'all get a free weekend pass out there.
shit.
But
I will be going to Texas so fast.
yes, I like to use dowsing rods. I like REM pods, of course. Music box.
I
like Ouija boards also. I really do.
For me, obviously, voice recorders, EVPs.
Yeah. There's so many.
I like stuff that's very hard to be like, hey, that was just electricity.
Yeah.
Or like something that could just pass through or shake, like the house settling. I like stuff that's really in your face, like voice auditory.
The only thing with dowsing rods, if there's water nearby, they're not going to work accurately.
What?
I need your help.
Yeah. Or if there's gold, or if there's trinkets underground, or if there's anything else out there, like oil.
Yeah, but dowsing rods are still really reliable when it comes to ghost hunting. Also,
Yeah, but it's also easily to be manipulated too.
it is like if you're surrounded by water, it's not. Yeah.
Oh no, not just that. I'm talking about how loose the bases are on them.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a perfect grip on it, or your wrist slightly lowers down, it can easily sway left or right. So, I mean, it's the same thing with pendulums. If you hold a pendulum and you ask questions, it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
I did that one once. But Donnie, what are your top 3 things that you like to use when you go investigate?
My number one thing is myself.
Well, yeah.
Myself. I can feel something faster than equipment can pick it up sometimes. You
Yeah.
can't manipulate my body like that. The second thing would be a camera, just a regular still camera. Just take pictures. And the last thing I would have to say, my favorite piece of equipment is always going to be the music box.
Yeah.
I mean, the music box is my favorite piece of equipment.
Dude, when we had the music box going off at the Wendigo Hill, that was nuts.
Yeah, there was nothing there, but there was something there.
Yeah. Because you could hear it, but you shine the flashlight, there ain't nothing, but you can hear it walking.
And then the music box went off like something walked in front of it, and we heard it, but we didn't see it walking.
And like a lot of people are like, oh, it could be the wind, but the thing is, when you ask it to stop, and as soon as you ask it to stop, that's when you have to think.
That could be something intelligent. Absolutely, it could be.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The
Rods.
Wendigo Hill when the
the rods,
music box.
dude.
Kept going
I think
on.
I only had one successful hit on the dowsing rods. Other than that, I take dowsing rods places. I either forget to use them or I use them and nothing happens.
But what would be your 3 favorite equipment, Josh?
So far,
Donnie had the best, I think, with himself and
EVP,
camera.
like any voice recorder.
Yeah.
I don't want to say my camera because I don't need to investigate with a camera, but voice recorder, REM pod when they aren't acting weird, like when you get those like hits, when they do hit, and they don't like go ballistic, but when they just hit, when you ask something like hit.
Yeah.
And I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say this as an answer, but I really want the flux.
The flux is cool.
The green and red. I want to get that like here soon.
Me and
very soon.
Dakota used that at one of our latest locations. That thing's awesome.
Hardy has one. Sorry for the dog. Hardy has one flux, and he got good responses with that. So.
Because they're motion detected, right?
Mhm.
Both sides, like the prism.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's like green, so it's good for like detection on like hallways or rooms, or just yes or no.
Yeah, that's what we usually do it for. Mainly is yes or no.
I think it's more than just motion, though. I think it's also like it runs off of other readings as well.
Yeah, but ooh, hang on.
That looks trippy.
Now you can see.
Dude, I gotta piss again.
It got broke here and at the bottom here.
Yeah.
But this will actually it will tell you from center where the spirit is going. So if he's going from right to left.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it like light up each individual one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
One by
cool.
one.
That's cool.
You if you want to see how it works, you can go and watch a video on my YouTube channel. It's called Quebec, and you do see the spirit go.
Dude, why do I always feel like every time Dom brings out something, he is actually Dr. Frankenstein, and I'm gonna.
Dude, Dom's got the wildest shit I've seen. Dom's literally got the wildest shit I've seen.
Yeah.
Like we have I have like the generic like whatever stuff. Dom's like here's this. And I'm like, what the?
Hey, I have one of those for when I do
we have one of
cookie
those.
hunting.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
for when Matt needs a massage.
Dakota has one of those that we use sometimes.
No,
But-
it's to get. You can get sounds to up
Yeah.
to 300
Well,
feet from you.
Police
So
when-
let's say you're walking in the
I'm
woods
listening,
and
I'm
you
taking a
wanna
piss.
hear something. If something
Yeah.
is in front of you, you can put headphones. But you
Yep.
all instead of headphones, if you want to record something, you could put a recorder instead of the headphones. So whatever you catch as a
Yeah.
sound, you will
Yep.
have it on your recorder.
Well, I know that the police they use it a lot to find victims, like kidnap victims and all that. Like they
But
use.
they get a bigger dome than
I'm surprised that Dom hasn't pulled out a portal yet or something.
you.
A what?
But Tommy, what are
A
your
portal.
3 things? that
Oh,
you
I
like to
have
use?
different portals.
See, and all I had to do is say it. He's got. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where are they?
Dom don't even know where his stuff is
He's got
right
so
now.
much
He got
stuff.
too
Yeah.
much.
I was doing repairs. There was actually a leak, so I'm doing repairs in the office. So I moved a lot of stuff, but I do have different portals, different boxes. Like this one. That's a
Oh
portal.
yeah,
Um,
I remember that.
Nice.
That is nice. Oh,
Oh, it's actually on.
anybody here that would like to talk?
Same knife.
So yeah, I'm not gonna take the whole time, but
I
this
like
is
that,
one
though.
portal. I have portals that are smaller than a pack of cigarettes.
I need one of those.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I'm pulling a Tommy Tombstone tonight. God,
Yeah. How many?
With the-
How many
I'm-
times you think?
it's only been 5, but I've pissed like 4. Like, dude,
That's my favorite.
I don't know. Sorry, Tommy. You pee a lot.
Yeah, I have different different stuff. I have Kleenex.
Me too tonight.
Yeah.
But I do know.
REM
'Cause I
pods.
know. What do you like to use, Matt, when you go investigate? Because I know Don.
Me. And this.
Ooh. Is that the one that got knocked over?
Excuse me.
You can see
What's up, Slim?
Slim Shady.
there's paint. There's paint
Hmm.
that-
You
that's
did.
been chipped from.
Matt, why do you have a knife? What are you doing? Matt, this is my knife. I know it's not nothing to yours, but like, you know, it has my name on it.
It's okay. Here you go. Here you go, dude.
It has my name on it, so it's pretty cool, right?
Thank you.
Dude, please put that fucking 4 inches into my abdomen,
Oh my god.
please, and then lick the blade. Dom, you're scaring me.
Whoa.
Why?
No, I don't know. I just wish, dude, that you have some
I do
cool
this.
shit. You have just some cool shit. I feel
Yeah.
like I'd walk into Dom's house and just be like, "Yep, I'm good."
Told
That's
you,
like
he's
that's
a-
how I
he's
was
a
with
natural
Tommy's house, dude. I
person.
just walked in there. I'm like, this is already worth the trip. I feel like if I went to Dom's house, I'd do the same thing. Like,
Yeah. I
What?
told you he's a mad professor, man.
what the hell?
Yeah, pop up lantern. I love those.
I had all
I
right.
got like 7 of those.
It's a REM pod lantern.
What?
What the hell? What's
I
up,
want
Slim?
one.
What is up, Slim?
What's up, Slim?
Yeah,
Slim.
and you can
Something?
actually lower it down so it takes less space in your big case.
That's epic.
Those.
But
And
yeah,
Yeah, the
like
other stuff is too far and my knee is hurting, so I'm not
I
gonna
have a
walk.
pull string light that I used to do when I did do paranormal investigations. Like tie it up, you tie it up, and you literally have to pull it down, and it's got a string in it, and you pull the light down, and it turns on, and pull it down, and turn it back off, and it gives the spirit something to actually do instead of like, oh, I'm just gonna go over here and just fucking touch it. No, like
What is
I
that?
actually have to do work
Spy
with it.
camera?
Oh, flare camera.
I really want one of those.
Oh, okay, yeah. This wouldn't be a live stream without the good old.
Oh, one of those for cryptid hunting.
top again.
Oh,
Yep.
But the next thing we're gonna talk about, and this is the last topic, and it's
Last topic.
well for the night.
Yes.
I'm pissed.
Forever, Josh.
We're doing a
Forever.
double. We're doing a double extended Paranormal 101 tonight, where we're actually going to cover 14 topics instead of 5, 7.
24 hours straight.
No.
Yeah,
what would you consider, not in no order or nothing, but the top 5 cryptids, like most famous cryptids? Like it don't have to be in no order, but like of course you got the Bigfoot, Dogman, Mothman, the Jersey Devil,
Hodge.
the Wendigo. Those are the top 5 that I can think of. Like
Skinwalker.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
My biggest
I mean, I know you also got like the Lizard Man, Frog Man, and CUTEGOTH. And...
Matt is going nope.
All right, Matt, what would you like to say on this subject?
Okay, Matt, go.
Now, of the world or a
Yeah,
particular place?
In the world.
All right, there's the Cambodia in Australia that the Aborigines have cave paintings of a gigantic Komodo dragon-like creature that would come up through the oceans and
I
everything.
remember that when we did the Urban Legends of Australia. I remember
And
that
it was so big, it was the equivalent to like modern day Godzilla. All of the 43 Aborigine tribes had to get together and join forces to kill this thing. And still, 3 of the tribes went extinct from it, from 3 bites. So, then there's the Gasol in Korea, which is a flesh-eating, soul-sucking, one-legged
Damn.
ghoul or poltergeist that hops around with long hair and everything, no arms, just one leg, hops around, and can dislocate its whole entire jaw and eat a full-grown human being in one bite and like swallow them kind of like a snake.
Ooh.
Please.
And I also know you got the Kokomoto, the South African.
Yeah, but there's one in Japan.
Why my ass look like Charlie Bucket?
There's one in Japan called a kabose, which is a murderous plant, kind of like the idea of poison ivy from DC Comics came from this paranormal person. She uses red lilies, and she can grow red lilies anywhere. And if you can see red lilies in full bloom, that means to run away from her because she's in that area. And she'll use the red lilies to entrap you And when she comes to you, she will burst open her chest as a gaping maw and feast on you.
Mm.
There's one in Russia, and it's a Kuteg,
Yeah, I
something like
remember
that.
too.
But it is like a bear, like a cave bear.
Yeah.
And it's also called the spirit of Siberia, and it's a gigantic white and brown bear that it's kind of like the size of a double-decker, bus, and it literally can bust through buildings and kill you, and it can also pass on its. It's kind of like the Louisiana, what is it called?
The Rogaroo.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
But supposedly, if you get scratched by it, even if you stare into its eyes, the baby death cigarettes. But if you stare into its eyes and everything, it can pass its lineage onto you. And, and how many have I said so far? 4. I can continue on if you want me to.
Well,
Johnny,
wait, how?
do you have a chair that makes people disappear?
Yes, Josh.
I got a question for I guess Matt.
Yes.
Out of all of the so obviously you do your your cryptids and such.
Yeah.
How many of these do you firmly believe in? Do you firmly believe in all of them?
No.
Okay.
About 70% of these things are all not really cryptids, but more paranormal than cryptids.
Okay, I remember you talking about that too. It's more of a paranormal aspect to it all.
Yeah,
but I feel like the world, if it's not a ghost, then it's a cryptid, right? That's how the world thinks.
Well, a cryptid is a creature that is unexplained by science, a living, breathing
which
creature.
Is paranormal.
Well, no, because paranormal, they're spirits, so they're not living, breathing creatures, so they don't.
Would it fall in the supernatural?
It can fall in the supernatural because, some of these are also considered demons in other countries.
Yeah.
Because demons aren't Christianity demons per se.
Yeah.
There's just in Japanese folklore alone, there is over 15 million different onis and demons, because onis are completely different than demons. Then there's subclass beings that are in hell that are not a part of either one of those classes. They are humans that have been turned into what their true form is. So, if you were a complete, dick in real life and everything, you turn into what your most what's your most gruesome part of your body, your hate or whatever you have wrong with you, your fetish or whatever.
Your strongest negative trait.
Yes, and in the Japanese culture, if you believe in something, you can create it. It can be created in hell. There's a demon, because during the Tokugawa Wars, the poor and everything would bring the rich to the battlefields on their carriages to watch the war from afar. And there was so many of these carriages and everything seen on the sidelines that the soldiers started thinking that they were death carriages and not rich carriages. So they literally created a demon that has the face of a person on it, but it's a two-wheeled carriage that drives and has flames coming out of it. And all it is just to go and eat the weak souls in hell. Like, a lot of these, a lot of other countries and everything, they believe whatever you see, it, can be turned into an afterlife. So, yeah, I mean, just in the Japanese lore, there's 15 million different versions of creatures. Like the Tanaki, the Tanakus, the raccoons of Japan, they are considered shape changers. They are considered depicted as having huge ball sacks.
Damn!
And, yeah, like I'm talking about like boulder-sized ball sacks.
That's what I love.
And their whole entire purpose is to mate with human females to create more offsprings of the Tanuki. That's it, the Tanuki. And they're like, all they are was red pandas before Japan knew what red pandas were. So it's there's small little things in America, in New Jersey in the 1800s. There was a thing called come at a body, and it's only one ever encounter of this fucking thing, and it's considered a cryptid. But it was a logger that was in New Jersey cutting down logs and everything, and on a long day of work, and he was heading home to his house, and this like groundhog-like creature comes out from a bush and heads towards him and stops and farts, like literally farts, and the smell knocks him out, and he wakes up 2 hours later and says that it's a cryptid. Like what the fuck is this? And there's only been one encounter in all of history for it, but it's still a cryptid.
That's it. Dude, that's awesome. And like, I'm gonna have to give you, like, text me a freaking
nubs,
a bunch of these cryptids and all that, so I can do on my Cryptid Monday.
There's a cryptid in Norway that looks like Hitler, and it's a sea lion, and it has the Hitler mustache, the Hitler haircut, and everything.
Oh.
And this came out in like the 1600s, before Hitler was even around. And they used to kill these things and wear their flesh and everything, and take on another persona. So,
dude, is Hitler just a reincarnated
cryptid?
What were you?
Cryptid that like hates humanity because they killed him.
What were you saying, Josh?
I was gonna say, Nubs, when you end this stream, how long you staying on the pre panel or the pre stream?
Probably a few minutes.
Or post stream. What?
About 30 minutes. I'm tired, man.
Bro, fight through it. Fight through it.
But I have to be wide awake for tomorrow night.
That's why. What? That's not until 9. Just sleep all day. Up all night. Sleep all day.
The next paranormal stream, Paranormal 101 stream, will be in 2 weeks, and it will be
That's too long.
April 9th, and we are going to be talking about.
Bro, that's Hitler's birthday.
You want to know one more cryptid?
Me.
There's one called a Sala. Okay, a Sala in northern Pakistan. Okay, it's like a harpy, but it has like 6 gigantic breasts, and it will come down. It has the legs of a lion, the wings of a bat and the talons of an eagle. And it looks like a female until it opens its mouth. And it looks like a female in the face and everything, but it rips apart the face, and underneath where its cheekbones is eyeballs, and it has serrated teeth underneath it. But it has 6 gigantic breasts that also shoot acid onto people as it flies by.
Dom, what did you send me? I know what you sent me, but I can't read it. Here's my shitty language. Pack de tu 1080p camera de pista de jouet de chasse. 20 megapixels format étanche camera vision nocturne.
Good job.
But
That's all I know what it is. It's night vision.
I'm not sending that link for you. I'm sending that for Parasolo. His name is Josh also.
Oh shit! I forgot. Yeah, Parasolo's name is Josh.
Yeah, what I was trying to send apparently
still
is
can't
not
read it.
working. It's
Thanks. Oh, I'm not read that.
But here's the thing, okay?
Mini trail cams. They're the size of a pack of cigarettes. They're 20 megapixels. You can.
I was like, what?
You can put them on a tripod and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I was trying to send Josh.
So I got a question for you, paranormal people.
I don't know paranormal
Alright.
stuff. I don't do that. I don't do
2
paranormal
seconds.
stuff.
Yeah, Josh. It's a pack of 2. So you buy one, you get 2.
Josh is the reason I call him
right.
Frank. I'm Frank. I'm so fucking lost.
So let me ask y'all something.
Who?
If you didn't have all of your wonderful Batman toys,
Me.
Mm-hmm.
no, all of you,
Okay.
any of you, if
Okay.
the research for paranormal was as basic of a thing as cryptid hunting is, because we don't have these magnificent toys going out into the woods and everything to find, a hairy, man in the woods.
I love those.
How would people know? How would people know that spirits were real and it's not a figment of their
Here's how I
imagination?
put it. Okay, I got you right here. Ghosts, right? So if I didn't have any of the equipment I have, which I honestly don't have a lot, dude, it would just be one of those things where I would just have to. I mean, I still kind of do this, but I would just upload what I deem to be something I can't explain or debunk, and then just be like, take it as you is, or take it as it is, not you.
As you is.
Take it as you are. No, but like, I don't know, dude. Like everything I upload, it's like I'm more so like, if you don't believe it,
Yeah.
that's you. This is what and maybe I'm wrong, but like this is what I find to be something I couldn't explain that night.
You can ask.
I cut a lot out of my videos, dude.
You can ask people that investigate with me. Yeah, I do have a lot of equipment. Yeah, I do have a lot of gizmo stuff and that. But you can ask a lot of people. I will not use those a lot.
Yeah.
I will tend to leave them to people in my team or people that want to try the equipment to see what they pop up with that. But basically, my main tools or my go-to tools are the millimeter, which is cool because you can put it on a tripod, so not leave it on the floor to get some ways. I'll use a recorder and my own self, my intuition camera sometimes and stuff like that. Yeah. I do use the equipment. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't use the equipment. I will use some equipment, but not all the time.
But yeah, I like to use the digital recorder because they are always like crazy to hear sometimes. But yes, the next topic of the paranormal
We're gonna hear
101.
from Donnie. Hold on.
Woo!
Double D,
What happened?
what's your opinion on it?
Cryptids and or
Well,
what?
like,
If I didn't have the equipment.
what's your take on all of the Batman-like equipment that's out there for paranormal, but nothing for any other research?
I'm
Like,
skeptical on a lot of it.
because if you look at paranormal research, there is 5 million things out there to help you find a ghost.
Right.
Having that Riz.
But for anything else out there to help debunk or help track or help find, like cryptids, because cryptids, we barely have anything to find creatures.
Well, I can say that you guys actually have some of the top of the line equipment though. Like you guys can use drones with infrared technology. You guys could use infrared technology, period. Not saying that, I mean, that is only two tools that I'm aware of myself.
Yeah.
That you guys could use out in the field in that type of studies.
Yeah.
As far as being able to prove any type of paranormal or stuff like that,
Yeah.
without my equipment, the only thing we can do is revert back to the old days.
Yeah.
Like we used to use like baby powder or balloons or something like that. And as far as like cryptids, you guys are, like you said, very limited.
Yeah.
Basically drones and basically like your thermal imaging cameras. That's about the only equipment that you guys personally have to seek out any type of cryptid. And then there's
I'll put
some
some
cryptids may not
more.
even be warm blooded, so you may not even be able to see them on any type of thermal imaging.
Yeah.
Do I feel like the field of cryptid is growing? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I think they'll be able to find something? Sooner or later, they'll be able to find something that's irrefutable evidence. And I don't think anybody would be able to explain it away. It's going to happen. I feel like the cryptids are out there. I do believe in them. And I do believe that it's only a matter of time before somebody brings some evidence to light. Or there's probably already evidence out there in the government somewhere. They just don't want to tell us or don't want to what do you call it, mass hysteria.
Yeah.
So I do believe some things are being kept under wraps about that type of stuff. And I do they have advancements in technology for your field of study that they haven't released yet.
It's like I just now have been able to implement that grid light. Now you can use a grid light and you can see creature movement with the grid lights. That like what Donnie was showing, that FLIR. The bad thing about that FLIR, if you're around specific cryptids and everything, like water cryptids or cryptids that live in caves or in hot areas, like out here in the in Terlingua around the Chihuahuan Desert and everything. There's a cryptid called a sand troll, which is kind of a form of Sasquatch, kind of not. But the thing is, it's learned to cover itself in dirt, cover itself in sand and everything, and that FLIR does nothing to find it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You guys are very limited in your tools.
Yes.
And you guys literally have to hike miles through forests to be able to get any type of evidence.
Yeah.
So I got to give you guys props because you're chasing something you've never personally seen,
dude,
bare naked eyes before.
I got something dumb to say.
What?
As usual.
Do it.
Imagine if places were like, yeah, you got to pay money to see, and then insert cryptid. Like, imagine that. Like, we have to pay. Like, it's easy for us, right? We can apparently go and pay, money, excessive amounts of money.
It'd be in a
Sometimes.
controlled environment.
Yeah. While as anything you do, which I would love to try. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to check
Well, I'll
this
take
stuff
you.
out. Dude, hell yeah. But it's like, you're literally like,
In the wilderness.
you're just out there. You're like,
Uncontrolled.
okay, you want to do it? Let's
In
go
an
do it.
uncontrolled environment. Yep.
You're in an uncontrolled, dangerous, natural, mostly natural environment. Dude,
With
like,
bears and
dude, hell
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
cryptid hunting is so much more.
I mean,
That would freak me out more.
when y'all go to haunted locations or whatever, if it's somewhere off the map or whatever, you may run into a squatter or
Yeah,
a druggie or something. You have more of the human
or
element
nubs.
in your state. But me, if I go out to the Chihuahuan Desert looking for, because there's still reports coming in from Terlingua about 5-foot long, 4-foot high mini T-Rexes out in the Chihuahuan Desert that are running around, like giant, like lizard creatures. And but going out there, I don't have to worry about just that cryptid. I have to worry about rattlesnakes. I have to worry about scorpions. I have to worry about Gila monsters. Like all
Wait,
of that stuff.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of irrelevant to anything we've talked about tonight, but can I bring it up?
Do it.
All right. This is a picture of Lorna Reynolds from the Chase Manor in Auburn, New York.
Yeah.
She posted a picture today, which I saw
Bring him
clear
up,
as day.
Nubby.
Which I saw clear as day. I saw a man, like half visible man, in her doorway. And I'll be real, I've had 6 beers. I'm a little buzzed. I can no longer see this image. So which makes me think, which is honestly a thing, like if you drink, you're not as in tune to the paranormal, which is what I've heard
But
in the past.
on the other hand, some people are more in tune.
Well, I
because they
can't see the guy
No.
now that I could usually see. Do you all see anything in that doorway, or am I tripping?
Nah, I see something.
nah, there's something there, bro.
There's a guy there.
Dude, I can't see it. I saw it dead ass
Yeah,
earlier.
but
I shared it
hold
with
on.
some people.
Hold on. Don't forget, you drank 6 beers.
And it's a
Your
blurry
mind-
picture.
That's what
your
I'm
mind-
saying. That's
your-
what I'm saying.
your-
I
your
think that
mind-
I've drank.
But it's also a blurry picture, so if you got any kind of blur
Well,
on
hold
your
up.
vision
No.
right
There's,
What picture?
but dead ass. I promise
What
you guys,
picture?
there was a man in that picture earlier. And now I can't see it.
Well, sometimes I think sometimes you see stuff and then it can go away because you
Yeah.
don't see it in the moment.
True. I thought about that.
Don't forget, and this is nothing.
I don't
nothing-
see it now, dude. And I've been drinking, and I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Do you see a face?
Your brain
In the
is
doorway
like
behind Lorna?
working on the alcohol, so it's not concentrating to see a picture. It's
Yeah.
seeing something.
But isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I clearly saw a man in that picture earlier.
that's why when any kind of incident happens or anything, the first thing people ask is, "Were you under the influence of anything?"
Do you
Because
see a man?
it's just like encrypted research and everything. You can have what's called forest
Where
delusion.
exactly is he standing?
Mm-hmm.
Forest
Yeah.
delusions.
Oh, wait, no, I see him.
It could be
Dude,
the
I
middle
can't
of the
see
day.
it.
He's right
I know,
Well,
but
well,
it's like
That's what we're saying, Josh.
I don't
It
see
is-
anything.
You're inebriated. You had.
Well, no,
6
this
drinks.
is a good thing.
You
that
had
I'm-
6 drinks, so your mind
It
is
took me
not
a minute
set
to realize
see.
he was there.
Yeah, your
Like,
mind
was
is
it
not
like-
set to see.
Well,
Sorry,
no,
Matt, I cut you.
I saw a man up here
Yeah.
earlier. Up here. I saw
Up
his
there?
full face.
He's right.
Okay, continue,
He's right
Matt.
there.
He's not.
No, I'm listening. I'm just explaining
Okay.
to her too.
So what I'm saying
Yeah.
is your brain with the alcohol is like it's like the same thing when we say do not drive while you're
Yeah.
under the influence is your body your how the fuck I'm gonna explain that now.
Well, it's like
You're telling me you have
it's the
sleep when
same
you're
thing as
moving.
lack of sleep.
I don't.
If
You're
Mhm.
you
pointing
if
right at it.
they say if you miss 2 hours of sleep from an 8 hour sleep, 2 hours of lack of sleep is the
Literally, right
equivalent to
there,
having
there's a little
sleep.
silhouette of a man. Perfectly,
Like
like this is his arm right here.
No.
it's
His legs.
it's the same thing
What?
with forced delusions. It's the same thing. People interpret things completely different,
Yeah.
even if they're not intoxicated, even if they're not on anything. It's the way your mind perceives when you're not
True.
Yeah.
focusing.
That's also one of the things that we tell people when you do go to the
Yeah,
investigation
it's so weird. I can't
is
see shit
or,
that I
or,
saw
or, or
earlier.
stuff not be under the influence of something because
Which I've
obviously
seen people drinking.
there's dangers around, but also your mind won't be focused
Yeah.
properly on what you're doing.
That's interesting though. I bet you tomorrow or whenever I get, more sober.
Because you'd be focusing on it now.
As soon as the alcohol is gonna drop, you're gonna see
Yeah.
the guy again on the picture because we're all on the panel. We're all saying we're seeing it. Obviously, I think it's your spouse or girlfriend. She's seeing it also. So
And
Well,
I
Yeah.
literally cannot see it
and
right now.
even in chat, people are
But
saying they saw
clear
it. So
as day earlier when I first Lorna posted this like first thing in the morning. She
hey
always has
Josh,
her posts.
let me use this as an example, okay? I know you've done a lot of things with a lot of people, groups of people and stuff. All right. Have you ever seen something like in a window or whatever that looks like a spirit or a human or everything, and you say, "Do you see that?" And everybody else is like, "No, what?" And you literally have to point at it. And as soon as you point at it, then other people say, "Yeah, I see something." You know, like,
That reminds me of Wildwood a little bit. So I was seeing this like white wispy contrail esque thing shooting through this doorway when I was with Tara and Paige, and like I saw it and I was like, "That's weird." And
but
then the REM pod
nobody
would
else did at that time,
not at
right?
first, no, not at first, and then like the REM pod would go off whenever I say like I just saw something in that doorway. Boom, REM pod goes off, and then they started seeing. They said they started seeing it, and the REM pod would start going off.
Called collective thought. If you see something, it's the same thing as it's called collective thought. If you see something and you try to have other people see the exact same thing, you'll say, and pretty much you have to describe what you're seeing. Then people start to see it because you describe the situation to them to where they can see it. It's the same thing as the Mothman theories, the same thing as any cryptids,
Well,
you know.
that makes me think
Yeah.
when, Tommy might agree with me on this, but when I go to these
Tommy passed out.
locations, yeah, when I go to these locations, when the guides or owners or whatever tell me like your equipment will go off here, you'll see stuff here, I'm always like,
Yes.
let me not do that then,
Yes.
because
Because
I
that's
don't
collective
want.
thinking.
Because, yeah, that, and I've also talked with, I'll bring up Kalani. Kalani's a cool dude, real guy, real investigator. He's always like, well, if they tell me that, that makes me think that there's something electrically imbalanced with the place that
Yeah.
could make equipment go off, that could make certain things happen, that
That's
would
why,
be paranormal to the regular human eye.
that's why
He-
before doing an investigation depends
Yeah.
where I'm at and stuff. Let's take a house, okay? I'm doing an investigation in a house. I'm gonna do a base reading before doing an investigation, before installing my equipment. The reason why is you just said sometimes you can have a faulty wire passing somewhere, it's gonna make your REM pod go off. It's gonna make your EMF detector hit
Yeah.
the skyrocket. So knowing that before the investigation, I'm not gonna install nothing there. I'm gonna try to the elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
And also,
I
you have to look at other things too. Like some people get more like around electrical boxes, like high electricity electrical boxes and stuff, especially old fuse boxes and everything. If it's
Mm-hmm.
an older building that's still running, a lot of people cannot handle that electrical surge out there, so they start getting lightheaded. They start feeling the same exact poltergeist or paranormal symptoms as they would if a spirit touched them or whatever. And it's not because a ghost is touching them, it's because the electrical current that's around there
More
that is
sensitive.
screwing with their brain and their body.
They're more sensitive to the
Yeah,
EMF, the waves that are going out. Some people cannot investigate because of that, because they're
right.
affected by the EMF, the waves
Yeah,
going around left and right. That's another thing. When you have your K2s and REM pods going off, um, that's cool, and stuff.
yeah,
What's cool is to get direct hits on it and to have, let's say, example. It doesn't mean you have a spirit there, but let's say your REM pod's going off. You can say, ask it, can you move away, stop, come back if it's you. So that
yeah,
is stuff you can prove. But even going there, let's say your REM pod's going off. You say, can you back up? It stops. You say, can it could be also a wave going back and forth and
yeah,
vice versa. It doesn't mean because it's answering your questions that it's really a ghost. So,
yeah.
but if you do have, let's say, you have that hit on the REM
well,
pod, you ask it to go off. You ask him to come back to confirm it's him, but at the same time, you have a EVP or something on camera moving to your REM pod. Then you have more proof of that.
That's why we have
I
grounding wires and everything now in electricity.
my
Because
thing
50 years ago, we didn't have grounding wires because it wasn't a thing. And most of these old buildings and everything, they don't have grounding wires in any of the buildings unless it's something that's been done in the last, 50, in the last 20 to 30 years, been upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
So those things will also throw off all your
Some
electrical
places, some places,
equipment and everything too, and will also make you sick.
some places
There's
you're gonna go. Also, they have copper wire still.
yeah,
So
Mhm.
copper wire is a big problem.
one of
When you do have that because it's gonna make people sick, and
there's also there's
people, like
also
you
a
said,
theory.
people will tend to be, oh, I'm feeling dizzy,
what
I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this effect, my body's tingling, so there's a spirit there, and they're gonna continue and saying there's a spirit there and trying to
Yeah,
communicate with that. Well, obviously it's a problem with. Well, it's not a problem. It's part of your genetic, but you're actually in the influence of
of the electromagnetic wave surge.
uh,
But I was just going to say this real quick, Josh. But
okay,
you
you're
know,
good.
you've probably been at these old abandoned locations, and somebody gets sick at the location where you're at, and, and once you've moved them away, probably to the upper floor, or
What the
probably
fuck?
20, 30 feet away from that one specific electrical area, they start feeling better. They're not dizzy. They're not wanting to throw up anymore. They're not wanting to do anything because it doesn't just affect your mental abilities. It affects your whole body.
Yeah, we've
So
had
there.
that on the location before.
There's a saying. There's a saying
Um,
down the line is more you're exposed to that, more you tend, like Matt was saying, to be sick, to be
yeah,
dizzy, to have headaches, migraines, even puking
yeah.
to some point. But
You can even it can even cause hallucinations.
yeah, I was going there. So
Yeah,
so more you're exposed, you can see stuff that are actually not there. It's EMF that are working on your brain to make you see stuff.
Yep.
It can go. It could go actually far if you're exposed like a long time to a heavy dose of that. You can go. You can end up in a mental hospital
Yeah.
with
Yep.
with mental problems if you're
Yep.
too long exposed to EMF.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with cedar pollen. If you stay around cedar pollen for too long, it will make you fall into a hallucinative state.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people in the wilderness and everything, hunters that were lost for multiple days and everything in the wilderness, or 411 cases, people saying that they saw, cryptids and saw all this stuff and everything in the wilderness and stuff. And it comes out that they've ingested way too much cedar pollen than what a normal person can, and it put them into a hallucinative state.
I'm a big avid of sage and stuff like that. I do put cedar in my mix, and when I do burn it, sometimes I will feel like I'm buzzed.
Yep.
Like not, how can I say that? Not like I'm there physically, but mentally I'm like out of space.
But
and when it does that, I do realize that there's a little bit more cedar than sage in the mix.
Yeah.
And it's burning on the pot, so it smells good. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you'll get that small effect. So imagine on a large quantity of the cedar.
Yeah.
You'll see stuff.
I do appreciate everybody for coming tonight. I'm pretty tired myself.
Nubby's gotta go to bed.
But before we end, the next Paranormal 101 is
Thanks
April
for
9th.
watching the Nubby Bunch.
And we're going to be talking about what are we, the spirits,
I love y'all.
the different types of elementals.
Don't forget to milk my cow.
The Bermuda Triangle and the Alaskan Triangle.
Triangles are my favorite color.
It's going to be an epic fun time. Don't forget everybody to go and subscribe to Josh, Double D, Haunting with Hodge, Tommy Tombstone.
Ghosts and cryptids are real.
13 Spirit and me. But before we end, I'm going to play this.
I love turtles.
I just noticed, was that your bunny fursuit in the corner there?
I don't know.
It looks like a gigantic rabbit suit.
Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, me and Josh will be live on his channel, so don't forget to check that out.
I'm gonna try and crack in the Nubs' skull.
He's gonna anal probe him first person view.
I'm gonna ask him stuff that he's probably never been asked before.
I'm excited about this.
What flavor hot dog do you like?
Be there or be fucking octagonal.
Also, everybody, I made 2 different playlists for Haunting with Hodge. Go check them out. I am on video number 17 at the moment. So, yeah.
I know money isn't what YouTube's about, but dude,
let's help them.
I've been cranking it for a minute now, and anything extra would help me put better shit out there for everyone.
Put a little bit of grease in his cog.
But we will see y'all Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys.